What is up, Southern Miss? I lied to you on Wednesday, and I said we were done for the week. I lied because new schedules came out, and today, you've all been waiting for it. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're waiting for the second part of the season, Overwatch. And I am USM Janos, and here with my amazing Overwatch crew. Shout out Juicebox Hero. He was going through it yesterday, but he's ready. He's ready to show the world that Overwatch 1 is still a dead game and will be replaced pretty shortly by Overwatch 2. So I'm here, we're pretty much running on a skeleton crew. I got my man, Hey Dino, production manager, and I got the man, Josh, J-Mac, Mac. And guys, be here for next week when the Rainbow Six Siege season starts up. Not gonna want to miss it. Looking like to be an exciting team. And of course, I got my man here. All right, got you. So that was Coach giving me some insider information that I can't disclose. Classified, will reveal shortly. But yes, so weekend stream. We've done these before, but this one was really out of the blue. Yesterday, we were looking around having our little coaching meeting, and yeah, all of a sudden, it was revealed that Overwatch plays today. None of us knew, so perhaps crisis averted or perhaps crisis found. We aren't quite sure yet. So we're waiting for that to come up. And it is game day here at USM. Any USM students watching, make sure to pack the rock. Go support your football players. Go tailgate. I know the Ducks Unlimited guys have a tailgate going for a free cooler. Not affiliated yet, but if y'all are interested, there's some really cool guys there. So go check them out, and you can get entered to win I think it's a Yeti cooler. I'm not quite sure. It's a nice one, though. They usually give them out at their events. Today, I'm joined on the casting table with Hey Dino. We're going to run it back again. Don't want to be bugging people on their weekends. It was such a short time thing. But in the future, we may have another Overwatch cast.
Mic check. Hey, Dino is on the mic. What's up, y'all?
Yes. What is
yeah,
up, Hey,
last second stream. You know, less than 24 hours ago we learned. Or actually not. It was about 24 hours exactly. We learned that, that they're playing today in their
24-hour notice.
So we pulled up for the stream. I'm going to have chat so I can see you guys in a second. Excuse my mic. I'm trying to adjust it for y'all real quick, but I'm going to mute real quick. John, you can take it away.
All right. Yes, and shout out Mr. Toast. A lot better that we learned then rather than 2 hours before. I don't wake up early. Hey Dino does, so he would have had to make that perilous journey to me and wake me up, which that in itself is a danger. But we are here. I'm actually excited. You know, I think this season, if you guys aren't familiar with the Overwatch season format, we're actually going to be playing on Overwatch 1. And I think later in the season, a few weeks from now actually, it's not really that far, we'll be switching to Overwatch 2. And so that presents some unique challenges for all the players, as most of them have been playing the Overwatch 2 beta or Overwatch 2 early key, or just been watching gameplay preparing for that. And it's really a very different format. We've got 5 men instead of 6 men. The characters are updated, upgraded. Tanks, there's now one less tank, but the tank is usually pretty strong. I know early, I haven't watched much recent Overwatch, but I know early in the beta, Orisa was extremely overpowered. Pretty much a one-man army. So, and then you go back to Overwatch 2, where the 2 tanks, you have an off tank and you have a main tank. So one tank is a little more offensive, like a Roadhog, and one is a little more tanky, like a Reinhardt. So it presents some unique challenges for the players, not just in champions or characters, but also team lineups. You're losing a player. A player has to sit down, and unfortunately, it's usually the tank player that has to take a step down for the lineup change. So it is an interesting thing, and we'll really just have to see. But for us, it provides us some good opportunity to kind of see how the team adapts. And again, for this team, we have several new players on. I don't have lineups in front of me. Do you have lineups? or are we just solo?
Hey everybody, production manager. We're playing Loyola Marymount University for our first round, and then since it's a tournament, we'll just be on the fly, kind of figuring out as we go. And we'll be playing until we lose, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're playing until we lose.
So, kind of like sudden death.
Yeah, Josh, let me get you a microphone.
Yeah. Hook my man up with a microphone. We're just gonna use everyone we got today. And so yes, and there's lots of lineup changes that we'll be discussing as we get into the spectator mode and as we get into the team building. But yes, like you said, it is pretty much one. If you win, you keep going. You keep going. You keep going. If you lose one, you're done. So the Overwatch team will be.
It's got enough of this problem.
You can lose a map.
What's the format?
You lose a map, it's best of three.
Best of three. My bad.
It might die in your match.
So you lose two.
So I can talk now?
And then.
Well, yeah, you were being picked up.
Oh, hi everybody. Hi Jonas, how you doing today?
Hello, hello.
Nice to be here. Nice to be here on the pre-show with you.
Yes. So, well, Overwatch.
Overwatch.
You know, you're a Rainbow Six Siege player, but how do you feel for the Overwatch team having to switch games halfway through the season?
I definitely tell you this is going to be the most confusing season any one of our teams have ever witnessed. I mean, going from say League of Legends made a new game. Imagine playing League of Legends for like the first month, then next month's a whole new League of Legends game.
Yeah.
You would not like that.
I would not like that at
So
all.
it's going to be interesting to see, especially with the format changing from 6v6 to 5v5. And I know that this team is full of like young, dedicated players who are ready to prove their worth, but like. There's going to be one less spot now, so everyone's going to have to prove themselves and prove that, hey, I want this starting spot more than you do. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, but, I trust Sam. I trust Sam to, make the right decision because, as a coach, we got to make tough decisions sometimes.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tough decisions coming up.
For sure.
Overwatch, much like League, much like Rainbow Six, a game full of intricacies. On the surface, it's very simple, but once you get into like real team building and stuff,
oh my
it
goodness,
does get hard. Now, I will say it's not nearly as hard as Rainbow Six with how many operators there are now.
That is true.
Making a team and countering a team is a Herculean task.
That is true. And plus, doesn't Overwatch get a new hero too? Didn't they just?
Yes, I think they have two new heroes.
Two new heroes?
And the other one, the
Real
Railgun champion.
I thought it was just one, but I didn't know there was two new heroes. So that's gonna be even more interesting to see.
I think there's more to come.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, 3 new heroes.
Three new
We're
heroes.
getting live updates, guys.
We're getting live updates.
Very fortunate here.
3 confirmed new heroes
3
come to Overwatch. I mean, that's going to be interesting to see. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to see. Wow, production manager interrupting me mid-conversation. Y'all know how I feel about that. But, it is what it is. But once again, I'm looking forward. I am looking forward to seeing what this Overwatch team does in this upcoming tournament. Even though it's last minute, I feel like they can adapt well to change. I feel like. Because
as a coach yourself, do you find that these weekend games are a lot more annoying, or your morale is a lot lower coming in for the weekend games?
I mean, it's the weekend. I mean, some people are like, yeah, I want to relax, take a week off from a long week of school. But to me, in my eyes, I wouldn't mind playing on the weekends because I have nothing else to do. As a college student, you finish work, you got nothing to do. What better thing to come in and play the game with the team? Now, I mean, yes, it still does suck, but I think. As far as morale-wise with the team, it's more relaxed. It's not really stressing. Now you have to worry about, I got a homework assignment due the next day or later that night. You just come in, focus on the game. You don't have nothing else to really worry about. And like I said, after this game, we have a football game today.
True, we have a football game.
Northwestern State, Pack the Rock, start time at 6 o'clock. I'll be out there. I'll be at the Rock too.
Out there supporting his team.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
look forward to it.
I'm really looking forward to it. Weekend games for me. Not a player, of course.
Not a player, from a caster.
Wise, really, a lot of days are good with us. Actually, weekends are one of our most free times, like you said. But again, usually the nature of coming in, unplanned, it can throw a wrench because you get this idea of, I'm going to have the free weekend, or I'm going to have this, but things change. That's the nature of life. So you just have to
that's
be ready.
just reality.
And that's kind of our job here, is to be ready. And we work around the teams. The teams don't work around us.
That's true.
So we have to do what needs to be done to ensure that the teams get their airtime.
And for sure. And like I said, since it's also last minute too, I could imagine, as a coach, if I was told that, hey, you're competing tomorrow, and I'm thinking the season starts a few weeks from now, that's just more maybe I had a little bit of nervousness and stress. I don't think we're prepared yet, but I feel confident in Sam's coaching abilities. Yes, this is also breaking news. Sam will be playing today.
Oh.
Sam will be
dropping
playing
the
today.
classified information.
But see, if I tell you the information, I mean, they're still going to be prepared for it. They don't know what he brings to the table because they're probably so used to playing with so many other people. And plus, I guarantee you're always not going to expect it. I'm looking forward to this matchup, honestly, especially with NACE being, such a very diverse division with colleges from all around the United States and Canada too. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what these other teams bring to the table, but also what our teams bring to the table too.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of really cool teams coming out of NACE. I think the conference switch has been really good in providing us new competition.
Especially it's also region-based too, so you get to play more schools around your regions, not just, I have to play some team in California. It's more, hey, this is from your region. But since this is a tournament, you don't know what to expect. That's also the one thing. This is also a tournament-style game. You do not know who you're going to face next. You just have to be prepared.
And, and that does provide a lot of challenges, not being able to scout, not being able to really prepare in any way other than just going in and doing it.
That's true.
So they will need to be on their A game. They will need to have a very good first impression, and they'll need to have a good backup tactic in case things go wrong.
That is true.
Even a third tactic.
That's the one thing I like about tournaments too, because like I say, you can always bring something to the table that other teams are not going to expect. So like you may do something against Loyola that you might not do next round. Or if the farther they go, the more tactics they're going to have to do. They can't keep doing the same old thing. They probably could. They probably won't. I don't know. I don't know what they've been practicing. I've not been looking at their scrims really. From what I've heard from scrims, it's definitely looking promising for this team.
Yes.
Especially going to Overwatch 2. I mean, right now I think they're just really focused on getting through this tournament, doing the best they can, and just working on team dynamics too. Because I said, this is their first game.
True. Yeah, this is their first game outside of practice.
That's true.
Outside of scrims, this is it. This is your debut. So that's why we're here.
That is true.
And this is a really cool moment. No matter what the format is, it's still the first.
I really am looking forward to this team. I mean, I think everyone's excited because coming off I would say a really successful season for Overwatch last semester. I mean, first in the fall winning the NECC Challengers Division. Yellow Division champion right here.
Yeah.
The trophy's right here. The Fall 21 Overwatch champions. Then going into the spring semester, also seeing the playoff appearances and regular season champs too. Fortunately, didn't capture that one, but still kept it really close in the spring. Getting qualified for nationals, becoming national finalists too. I mean, this Overwatch team's really successful.
Yes.
I mean,
successful.
I know I say a lot about season. Y'all, we are national champions, but I feel like the Overwatch team has had a lot more success than we see. Yes, a national champion is good, but like just the amount of accomplishments they were able to do, I mean, is nothing compared to what we've done. So I really am looking forward to this team, what they bring to the table and, just how the work they put in. Because I know that's all at the end of the day, they love the game of Overwatch. And, I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it.
Now, I heard some grumblings about the Rainbow Six National Championship.
Oh,
yesterday.
my
Is there some
goodness.
news that perhaps the viewers could be entertained with?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm sure if you haven't heard already, the Rainbow Six Siege season will start next Thursday at 7:30. You heard that right. Siege season starts next Thursday. The debut of the national champs will be live here at 7:30. Also, for our production manager to know that all our games will be at 7:30 every Thursday from here on now.
We like that.
I am looking forward to this. I really am. I know we're talking about Overwatch, but now it's my turn.
No.
It's my turn. So, our first game is against Lawrence Technological University. I know it's the debut of our new team with our new player and then our 4 returning players. I'm looking forward to it. From scrims, we're looking really good. I'm not going to give out no leaks. Not going to give out too much information about how we're doing. But it looks promising. I really am looking forward to the season. Hoping to repeat success. Hopefully win us a conference championship. Wink, wink, wink.
Oh.
But like I said, I'm gonna keep myself humble. I'm looking forward to take it day by day, take it game by game. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, next Thursday, 7:30, Siege will be live and we will be back to reclaim another championship.
Yes, and guys, we have technically 2 trophies that should be here.
Technically.
We're still waiting for the Rainbow Six Seeds Championship.
What today? What's today's date? Let me make sure I got the date right. It's the 17th. Trophy should be on the 21st.
Whoa.
So by the time our first game go live, there will be my trophy should be on this table. If it's not on the table, then I will probably have to talk to some people.
He's about to drop a LeBron game if that trophy's not on this table. Let it be known.
I'm just saying. I will. You never know. That's the one thing I like about the Siege team. Is just say you never know who's going to pop up, who's going to show up. And you can also say the same for Overwatch. You never know who's going to show up today. because I know that with this new roster too, 'cause I know you were talking about the roster earlier, they do have the debut of 2 new players to the roster, and and they have 4 returning players. I am looking forward to seeing what these 2 new players got to bring to the table to this team. They look promising. They look hungry. They're ready to prove themselves here. They want to be known as, hey, yo, I'm part of this team. This is why I want to join this team.
Yes, and we do have unfortunate news. Blue Goose has departed the team. A really, really solid player. Him and Juicebox Hero.
That was the
dynamic duo.
dynamic duo, the tank duo, man.
Yes, their tank play was next to none, and so we'll need to see how these new players fill into the spots. And if I know this Overwatch team, if I know Sam, the coach, I know the general idea of his team, and I know that every player usually performs for each other, not to get kills, not for stats, but as a team, as a unit. And historically, they've been very tank focused. A lot of
They really have
gameplay, and a lot of DPS that support that idea of getting in and really slugging it out in the trenches and then taking the point with force. And I'm interested to see how the tactics change with these new players who may be versed differently, maybe versed in a more long drawn out fight, which they slowly whittle them down and then just finish them off with a simple strike. So I'll be really interested to see how tactics change, how coaching styles change, how players change.
And like I said, since Juicebox is going to be playing today, I mean, it's going to be interesting because, some people are so used to their coach not just playing from the sidelines. Your coach is actually going to be playing with you today. So, hopefully the new guys are like, oh, man, the coach is playing with us now. I got to really perform to my expectation. Just play like yourself, man. Don't get too nervous that the coach is playing. 'Cause, I may be the coach of my team and I'm still a player, but, I don't want people to look at me as I'm the coach. I got to perform well. I'm just like you. I'm a player first before I'm a coach. So hopefully with Juicebox playing, I mean, there's a little crumbness. They're like, if I get, if we're starting to suck a little bit, Sam's going to be there to boost the morale up. Because I know Sam's morale boosters are, he's going to bring the team up. He's going to bring the team. He's not going to make sure that team morale is all the way down here. We're going to make sure that we are 1,000% positive. We're going to keep it going. It ain't over until it's over. It's not over.
It is not over until it's over. And if I'm a player on this Overwatch team and I'm getting the honor to play with the coach.
That's an honor. To play with Juicebox,
yes,
bro. I wish.
With a champion, you've got to like it. And you've got to be happy.
I wish that was a possibility. I wish. Imagine, if Sam played League of Legends. I'll be shaking.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh yeah.
I would probably look bad.
Yeah, I would be.
Playing with Dino too in League of Legends. That's an honor. Let me tell you, that's an honor right there.
Yeah,
I wish.
That's got me shaking every night, but for a different reason usually. And not in that way, and more like shaking with rage.
Oh my
I just
God.
want to say that this is slander.
No. I show much respect to. Hey, yo, shout out to my production manager again. Shout out to him. Without this, we wouldn't have this. This man works effortlessly to make sure our stream is looking pretty nice.
Challenger jungler NA.
I will say.
I will not say. I'm not gonna say he's best jungler. Respectfully, there are better junglers. But best jungler at USM Esports though. I'll take that one.
Definite contender. I will say we learned a lot.
USM Esports production best jungler. See, there we go. See, let's be more real now.
We learned a lot from yesterday. We actually got to play some 5-mans with the League of Legends team.
Oh yeah, how'd that go, by the way?
Well, we did lose, but I will say Bang decided to take the mid plank out and drop some barrels. And I believe you had the record for most damage done by a barrel. I think I only had 2,300.
He did. No, well, he only did 1,700.
In a barrel?
Yeah, in a barrel.
Okay.
He did 20.
I think he had 23. It was either that or it was just combined.
That's pretty good.
Yes, he was dropping almost 2,000 damage barrels.
Yeah, he coached us. I mean,
yes.
he told us little pups to sit down on production yesterday.
Wow.
I was playing in the top lane against Connor, and I held my own, but later in the game, I started falling apart. And,
they took my champion on the other team. So.
Ouch.
But Connor taught Dino a unique champ, the jungle Aatrox. So we've actually been trying that out. And,
yeah, we were using that last night.
I'm gonna pretend I know what all this means. Can you put this in Siege terminology for me?
Let's see.
Okay, how can you put this in Siege terminology?
Think of jungle Aatrox as a sledge running at you with the hammer. He's sneaking up behind you for the hammer kill. That's kind of what. That's
not a fun time. That's definitely not a fun time.
Aatrox is very annoying to go against. He's got a lot of high power attacks that are relatively slow moving.
Definitely a sledge right there. That's how I'll put it. If we're put that in Overwatch terms, I feel like that's who's like the biggest tank player in Overwatch? Reinhardt?
I think Reinhardt.
I like Reinhardt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's pretty much like Reinhardt?
The big hammer that kind of displaces champions.
At least I'm getting used to it. I'm making sure I know these League of Legends. I'm not brightest. I'm not the brightest star when it comes to League of Legends. But Overwatch, I know a lot about Overwatch. Let me tell you. Overwatch. I'm looking forward to Overwatch. To be honest. Are you gonna be playing Overwatch too?
No, I'm actually. Well, I probably will, but I've had my luck in getting into the Overwatch beta was filled with pain, sadness, and rage. I did not get in either, and I tried both. No, I did not try the first day because I didn't know it ended at 6.
I got a code though. I actually watched.
You got a code?
I got a code. I just never got in.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was even worse. I get the
That's
code.
better than yeah.
Slap in the face to John
Yeah,
here,
and
who
I
tried
watched-
desperately to get a
Who
code.
did you watch?
I did not. The second day I watched this I'm not the OWCS. I'm not sure what they call it.
Oh, the
The
OWL.
challenger scene?
Yeah, the OWL.
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 And I watched it for 3 days straight, 12 hours. You know, as long as the stream lasted, pretty much.
My mic is dead.
Oh, lost some batteries.
Awesome batteries.
But yes. So I missed out on the beta somehow. They were giving out 1,000 keys an hour, and I was one of the people who just did not get a key after watching for 3 days. So I don't know. So it kind of feels like Blizzard is telling me something. But I might play. But these days I'm kind of just addicted to League of Legends. It's kind of sad actually. I'm back up to 56 LP. Won a couple of really interesting games. Shout out Malicite in my game. The 80 carry who died one time and AFK'd, but we still won. So, you know.
All right, here we go. I'm back now. I am back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Perfect.
So yeah, back to your League of Legends talk. I can talk about my Siege. Let's talk about my Siege for a moment.
Siege.
I know.
Siege is so much more interesting.
I mean, new season just been dropped recently, so I've been enjoying the new season. Lots of weapon changes, I will say. Like the recoil on a lot of guns aren't the same. So when I say our attack lineups have been looking a lot different, they're a lot different, especially for my age, especially for my operators. I mean, it's very interesting, I will say, you know. And especially because we were expecting to play like as soon as the season dropped, and we were so nervous. But now that we've gotten a few weeks to scrim on the new season, get a feel for what everything's like. Now I'm looking forward to it. I honestly looking forward to it.
Do you have a favorite Siege operator?
Depends. Is it
Or top 3, perhaps?
Can I do top 3 attackers and defenders?
Sure.
Are we talking just how I play, or are we talking just in general?
Just general favorites, like if you're soloing or if you just feel like having some fun, who do you play?
Sledge, definitely. Probably have to go with the Ace, probably, and then probably go with Line. Sledge, I mean, he's just overall good. Easy gun to use. Utility so easy. Plus nades. Ace, that's my favorite. That's my favorite heart breacher. I'm not gonna say he's the best in the game right now, but I think one of my favorite heart breachers right now is Ace. And then Lion, I mean, he's just gotten stronger. I mean, his gun's really good. He has a Gon 6. His util is amazing. He has EMP impacts. I mean, pretty good. Those are my top 3. Defender wise, Cade, just best way to deny wall. Alibi, she's just crazy good. Great fragger too. And I have to go to Rooney. I'm gonna have to go to Rooney. It's like my top 3.
Oh yeah, the laser wall.
The laser wall.
I see the Aruni a lot on teams these days.
She's just so good. And plus her guns, like the DMR, it's pretty much a 2-hit. So I mean, like if you hit your shots, you're pretty good at the game. I'm just gonna let you know if you hit your shots, you're pretty good. But I mean, those are my top 3.
And it kind of makes me wonder, is it just me, or is there a tactical reason why you would ever choose a operator like Bandit over Cade?
I think it just comes down to personal preference, honestly. Cause
It's Overwatch's day. Why are we talking about Siege?
I've been yelled at by Sam for talking about Siege during Overwatch game day. I am so sorry, Sam. I apologize. I hope you can forgive me for talking about Siege. But we've talked so much about your team. I just want to show some love to my team. But once again, shout out Overwatch. Playing today on a Saturday during game day. I know some of the team, would like to be tailgating, but they can't right now. They have Overwatch to play. I'm just saying. But hopefully I see some of you guys at tailgate. Tailgate's really fun. Shout out Nelly's food truck, by the way. Nelly's food truck. Love Nelly's food truck. They have some good chicken tenders.
Good chicken tenders.
Good. Have you never been to Nelly's food truck?
I'm not. I will say, and I don't want to incur your wrath, but I've only ever been to one Southern Miss football game when I was a freshman.
Why do you not go to football games? Well, okay, look.
It's sometimes
Respectfully. This is the football of me coming out. I love our Southern Miss team. I love them. We got some improvements to make, but I look forward to it. I look forward to it though. I look forward to it. I mean, it's a great experience, and especially for the freshmen. This might be their first game. Hopefully, bring out the dub. Not a good 0-2 start to the season. After going to Miami and playing Miami. I am looking forward to this season.
All right, Josh, move.
Oh wait, I got good boy Sam coming in now. The coach.
we got coaching news.
The podcast co-hosts on the show together.
Hello. So we're about to play in about like 3 minutes, probably.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Yeah, or soon. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I would like to inform you of a blunder on my end. You will notice that I am playing this match, and that is not intended. So I want to just come up in front and say, really me and my bad. We forgot to, Nathan and me and like all of the administration over here forgot to put him on the Overwatch 1 roster and put him on the Overwatch 2 roster.
Oh, man.
So I will be playing off tank today, but we're still going to give you the best Overwatch possible. Just wanted to let everyone know why I'm playing instead of Nathan. Thank you.
And another challenge with Overwatch 2, 2 rosters.
Wait, 2 rosters?
That's kind of what I was gathering from
2 rosters.
He said we put him on the Overwatch 2 roster, not the Overwatch 1. So it does provide some challenges again, not just one solid roster. You gotta have 2 ready. Yes,
rosters.
I was hoping so.
I thought Valorant.
No, I understand
I thought Valorant was one of our biggest teams. I think Overwatch may be coming up there soon. Hopefully it's not as big though, but pretty big.
Yes.
We'll say pretty big.
Definitely.
Overwatch 2 rosters.
I think it's the same. I think you just have to take one off, and it's just a challenge.
Oh,
No, it is.
And just bring it over and just.
Breaking
move
news!
on
I
to
think
the
we're doing
sub.
map. I think we're doing map bans right now.
Oh, we're doing that band.
They might be.
Man.
I think it's time to break down and go to the.
Might be time to head to the casting table.
Is it time to head to the table?
It's been fun
Yes,
joining
thank
you
you so
on
much.
the pre-show. I'm gonna have to come here more often, especially when the season starts.
Yes.
I will probably be up here. You probably might see Itch Reza up here too. I don't know.
By all means.
By all means, but I'm gonna shoot over to Jonos and Hey Dino. Looking forward to hearing y'all cast today. It's always a pleasure seeing y'all two on the casting desk. Y'all are just the amazing duo. But that's my time here on the pre-show. Shout out Southern Miss. Shout out our sponsors. Shout out Mr. Toast. And shout out Overwatch. Good luck today. And shout out to our football team. Beat Northwestern State. Southern Miss to the top.
To the top.
Oh, wow. And he actually just dropped those like bars. That was pretty insane. But yes, shout out Josh. Podcast, check it out. Rainbow Six, be here this week for the Rainbow Six team debut. Thursday, 7:30 p.m. I will be here. We got another caster lined up for you guys, and it's looking to be a really good season. We'll be following them all the way through. But yes, we're gonna be switching to the casting table now. So I will see y'all in just a few seconds. USM Janos, on to cast. I'm muted. All right, sorry. I'm an idiot. Muted my own mic and then forgot to unmute it. Yes. shout out for us Optic. We miss you at Rocket League. Come back soon. Keep us updated if you're ever free. You're pretty awesome. Guys, if you don't know about Four Eyes Optic, still saying no sound.
Any big inspiring words before our first match?
All right, guys. You know,
Oh no, we're getting
obviously a little
Are we getting sound?
as we found out
Okay.
yesterday.
I mean, I can see the mic moving.
Playing, so, yeah, but
Guys, if you can hear, just put something in chat. Let us know. I'm not sure how it went from sound to no sound. Always fun.
yeah.
Oh, okay. He says it's on. It's on. All right. Okay. Yes. All right. Third time in a row. Shout out Four Eyes Optic. We miss you on Rocket League. I hope you get this one because I'm not saying it again. We miss you. Come back soon. And yes, we miss you on Rocket League. The coaches miss you. Teams miss you. Head back. But yes, we're getting ready. We're in the team building phase. I think
Big shout out to Nathan for graciously doing spectator mode, even though he can't play.
Yes, huge shout out.
Poor thing.
Consider it a happy accident you get to work for production. You get to work production for the day and hit us with the hit us with the spectator mode. So looking to be a really fun game. I think they're still doing map bans right now, so I'll be able to update you on the map we choose. And again, we are going up against Loyola Marymount. Maryville. What am I talking about, man? Marymount. I can't hear anything. So yes, shout out Loyola Marymount. Coming up to the tournament today, we'll be seeing the teams as we go. And this is a best of 3 on, well, 3 different maps, I presume. So, and Overwatch, of course, we've got the usual. Well, it depends on what mode we're playing. It looks like Control on Oasis. So they'll be controlling a point. There's 2 rounds, or maybe 3 rounds actually. If you get 1-1, then you have to do a tiebreaker. So should be pretty fun. Should be a relatively long, action-packed stream. And again, Juicebox Hero coming out on the off tank today. So be on the lookout for that. And I've actually heard a lot of talk from him recently about doing more support work. But it looks like today he's going to stick with the basics and hang out with the off tank. So
It's back to the basics.
yes, lots to look forward to.
We also, anyone in chat, let us know if you can hear a game sound. I'm monitoring it right now, but when we get in game, let me know because I'll be helping John Cass. We should have it, but there have been a couple technical difficulties this morning, so we're trying to work that out for the tournament. But yeah, I'll be casting with John. I'm pretty sure he said that already. But it'll be really back to the basics when you think about it.
This is
From
about-
last semester.
Yeah, these last 2 streams we've had have been back to the basics to the max. Me, Hayden, Skeleton Crew, just making things happen. And again, guys, if y'all are interested in joining production or joining esports, come and check us out at the Esports Arena on campus. You can follow our Twitter, Discord. You can get updates on our games. And also follow our YouTubes. YouTube, not YouTubes. I sound
Brought
like a
out that
boomer.
South right there, yeah.
Yeah, I sound like a boomer.
Brought the
Oh
Southern.
my God.
The YouTube.
Yes. Follow our YouTube or subscribe to our YouTube. We have a bunch of cool videos. We upload VODs, uploading lots of playing content. So be sure to check that one out. And huh?
Did I upload League VODs?
Or have you just uploaded game VODs?
I don't know. I think I uploaded the League of Legends VODs.
Oh, okay. Yes.
If I haven't, someone scream at me next time you see me.
Yes. So yeah, lots of VODs. Check out the League of Legends VOD. It's funny. So
Well, yeah, it's
funny in a sense.
some Easter eggs.
Funny
in
in
it.
hindsight. Yeah, if you can watch to that point, I think you'll enjoy. And then also, I did not say it in the pregame show, shout out to our sponsors while we get ready for this game. Shout out Coca-Cola for your generous donation. Shout out Play It Again Sports for the jerseys, and shout out State Farm for being a good, loyal sponsor. We're making things happen, So just wanted to thank y'all. Shout out Juicebox. Shout out Juicebox here, of course. Shout out Coach. And shout out Mr. Toast, making things happen for us, giving us the news, keeping us updated, remaining transparent. Really cool leader, making sure that we're always in the know. So big shout out to him. Shout out to USM administration, higher ups, any of them who are watching. We appreciate you guys letting us have the space, letting us be creative, letting us do what we like to do. And shout out to my group project in CMS 311 Persuasion. Guys, we have just a little bit more. I'm going to put in my articles today. So annotated bibliographies, guys, really fun. But yes, shout out my group. They're really cool guys. So appreciate you guys. And looks like we're actually entering the game. So here we go. We're going to be on Oasis on the custom game. We call it the ready checks. It is control. So there will be a central map objective. And we've seen this a couple times before. This is a classic Overwatch map. And of course, some big open rooms, the nice squared out room with the small room on the side. And there will be a lot of action in these areas. And so we're going to see kind of what they're planning on going with here as we assemble the heroes. And here we go. So for the side of USM, we got a Diva, Reinhardt, May, Cassidy, and Baptiste and Lucio. I kind of get all the hero names back in my mind again. And on the side of Loyola Marymount, we've got Diva, Reinhardt, May, Lucio, Cassidy, and Baptiste. Actually, almost mirrors of each other, except USM Amir. Oh, he's going back to Reinhardt. So the exact same comp for both teams. So it looks like in the final game state of Overwatch 1, this is what we're dealing with. These are the champs you want. And here we go. Already a lot of action going on in this middle section. And as you can see, it's already just a slobber knocker. Amir going in, swinging the hammer. Oh, and Amir gets taken out by the Diva. And Juicebox here playing the Diva, running around, going into the little hole. And let's see, looks like Loyola is taking control of the point. The point is just now unlocked. Sport takes out Starkey and AD takes out Skyblaze. One of the healers and one of the DPS is down for USM. And Amir, they're just going to have to rally here. Loyola takes control of the point. Oh, a nice fire strike picking up the Cassidy there.
Great from Amir.
They're dropping some pain out, taking out a really solid DPS there. And they're going in. Here we go. Activating the charge. Hits the Diva. Not quite who we wanted. Oh, a nice hammer strike. Still living. The healing is doing a really good job here, forcing them off the point. They've got the mini Diva out. They're chasing her off the point. Looks like USM's going to take control. One dropping in. Cassidy. Oh, Diva tried to take one out with the falling robot, I guess. I'm not sure what it's called. Recall, I think. And they're going to go ahead and take it out. 37% for Loyola. USM takes control in a very swift action. We have all the ults coming out right now. And they have so many ults right now compared to Loyola's two. Every single one. So let's see how they play this.
Starkey, one of the new players. Ymir also new to the roster this year. Really excited to see what they do.
Now he picks up the Reinhardt.
Now he picked up Cassidy and Reinhardt in that.
Oh my gosh. So USM, the Cassidy ultimate is deployed. Here we go. And they're falling back again. They only used three ultimates in that fight. And they did take them out. Loyola with two ultimates, but with three almost ready. And Amir falling back, just trying to hold this choke point right here. Watching for the shatter. Here we go. Loyola making the move. Oh, and the nice immortality field coming out there. Skyblaze with a really clutch one. Saves Amir for quite a little bit. Oh, Starkey, the Cassidy with a big bullet. Oh, and they are holding this point like it means everything. Amir fell, but he was the only fallen member. A really good immortality field there from Skyblaze. Here we go. And Loyola prepares their attack again. USM is holding this choke like the game depends on it. It kind of does.
It kind of does.
And here they go.
Really great play from the new players this season, too. It's really exciting to see the roster change.
Oh, and Amir picks up another fire strike kill. Amir picking up another. Amir is going on a rampage right now. Juicebox here picking up the Rind. And it's I mean, USM is holding this point just to perfection. Amir is playing his heart out right now. He's picked up a bunch of really clutch fire strike kills and a bunch of just good hammer, just really slugging it out here, trusting his teammates to heal him. Oh, I think
Look
he shatters.
at that.
Oh, they got it, actually.
Yeah, they got
Okay.
the first objective.
The shatter goes through, gets hit in the shield. And that was a
Yeah, that's a huge
insane
first
win.
objective there. Also, major shout outs to Nathan. Some sick transitions
Yes,
there.
those were
For
really good
production
fight.
POV.
Probably some of the best.
Production POV,
some
some
of the
sick
best
transitions
spectator
there.
mode we've ever seen
Yeah.
in our entire life.
We definitely weren't playing like that when we
Yes.
were doing spectator mode.
And I would just expect that from an Overwatch player himself. So
True.
huge shout out. Oh, and some Arabic on the wall right there. Can't read it. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my mom. They know a little bit of Arabic, but I don't.
I'm walking with Monkey. I'm walking with Monkey.
And here we go. 5 seconds.
Tell us about the comps here.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, we got the Winston coming out here from Amir.
Actually, they're both identical.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just talk about the USM one then. We got Diva, Winston, Reaper, Sombra, Moira, and Lucio. And Moira, one of my favorite characters. Oh, and they're already fighting right now.
You do have a pretty good Moira.
2 bubble shields coming out. Oh, and well, Nelly takes out the Reaper. The DPS is off.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, and
Nelly's
Moira
been getting
falls
picks
out.
this game, by the way.
Amir jumps on the Moira. Looks like the healing core is down. Amir is taken out. Reflex is down. And here they go. Juicebox here holding the point. Gonna contest it. Gonna force the action. One Nelly is taken out. Juicebox here picks up the tank. It's one Diva, a DPS, and a healer on the point right now. And Juicebox here having to fall back, taking a lot of damage. He's out of mech. Let's see, looks
Sombra
like they're
been
gonna
getting
go
a lot
ahead
of
and
hacks
take
on
it.
Juicebox here.
Juicebox here, ooh, taking a bit of fire there. And of course, Mini Diva, super susceptible to getting killed by pretty much anything. And USM just gonna be looking for the opportunity.
Loyola coming up at about
Starkey
15% here.
And Juicebox Heroes got their ultimates. Let's see what their plan is here. One big hack here could change everything. Oh,
Here
and
the
a big
call's
EMP
going in.
coming
Look
out.
at that. Ultimate's coming up on Loyola's
Reaper
side.
picking
Let's
up
see what
one.
they do with it.
And Loyola, oh wow,
Oh,
and they used
what
a
a
lot
play
of
there.
ultimates there. USM, the whole team is nearly ready. 2 ultimates waiting to come online. Loyola only having 2 now. So USM going to be looking to take the point here. And that was a really nice ultimate string from Loyola. They dropped a
Yeah,
nice
that was really
hack
good.
there. It hit the entire team. It was like a team hack. So
That was really big. Yeah, that was a really big play for them. They kind of needed that to help hold the choke. I mean, they're about to be at 50% here, so USM's going to have to try and make their move. And you see them going in.
oh,
Another
nice hack
Sombra
coming
hack.
out. And Starkey putting in the work, taking out the Winston. Reaper's hurt. How long?
That debris was flying.
Starkey picking up another one. Skyblaze picking up one. Reflex. And USM clearing
Oh
out the
my
point.
goodness.
Reflex going crazy. And another hack coming out. Nice hack. And Starkey finishes it off. These Sombras for both teams really putting in some work here.
They are grinding today.
Reflex actually got several kills without even using his ultimate. He built it up. USM only used 2 ultimates in that fight. So they're actually in a good position to hold this for a little longer.
Yeah, first capture for Eagle Esports on this map, or this objective, I should say. I'm interested to see how long they're able to hold it. Looks like Loyola has a few ults up on their side, but
Oh, he goes for
Oh
the
my.
Death Blossom.
look at
He
Reflex.
gets hacked, but he does take out the Lucio in time. Oh, and he gets taken. Oh no, it's actually just the camera switching off. My bad.
Going
And
cinematic.
Still winning here. They've taken out one. A good hack by the Loyola.
Let me know when.
Loyola Sombra on Reflex, preventing his ultimate from doing any more damage. And they're going back in. They're crowding the choke. Oh, a big 5-man hack. And Reaper and Sombra and the Moira ults coming out for Loyola. And they have cleared the team out just like that. Starkey falling back, waiting for the team. USM has 3 ultimates remaining, and they've got the Winston and Lucio ultimates. USM going to have to make his count. They've got maybe 1 or 2 more pushes before they take it. And here they go. Amir getting ready. You can see the broken glasses. You can see he's ready to go primal. And here he goes. He's jumping in. He's taking a lot of damage. The Diva ult comes out. Juicebox Hero picks up 1. The enemy Diva picks up Reflex, activating the Primal Rage. Starkey picking up some. The next Lucio ult fair from Nelly, preventing a lot of damage. They don't want to use this. They don't want to use this ultimate here. They want to get them off the point. They're gonna take it. Loyola's on 99%. USM's going to need a really good hold here. They've got one ultimate. They took a lot of power to make it through. They're following her.
Look at Starkey here, getting some recon deep for them.
Oh, and he's been detected. He's going to have to be careful. I think they're going to be looking for this 6-man, 5-man hack if they can. Oh, and here he goes. He's
what a
actually got
play
it.
from
He's got a
Starkey.
5-man hack. And taking out several. Oh, and Starkey really putting in the work. Another good hack on D.Va. Takes out the D.Va.
What a play from Starkey
Yes.
there.
And actually bought a lot of time for USM to build up some ultimates. They've got the reflex and Moira ultimates. Oh, a nice summer hack. Starkey picks up the Loyola Starkey whack. And here we go, 90%. USM has 10% left. And they're getting ready. They're crowding the choke again. Here they go.
Oh, the Moira
Lucio
comes
ultimate
out.
comes out. Whoa, Nelly's damaged. They're going to have to watch out.
Oh,
Lag picks
Loyola's
up
trying to
Wonelli.
take the point in overtime.
Reflex got to get in there and use those shotguns. Juicebox Hero melees the Loyola. Oh, a big hack coming out. They've got to wait for it to fall out. Is there any member left? Amir is hacked. He doesn't have any jumps. He's taken out. Juicebox Hero back on the point. He's got his ultimate. He's going to force them to fall out. Juicebox Hero trying to get back on the point. Just holding it for as long as he can. Let's see if anyone makes it back, and they do
Wow,
take it.
what a close
really close
game.
fight. The Lucio ultimate, as they crowded choke, really prevented any damage from ever happening in the entire game.
That was down to
entire fight.
99-99 both sides. That's exactly what you want to see from both teams getting in there. I mean, what a take back from Loyola Marymount. That was a
Yes.
huge play there at the end for them to get in and get that point, but Eagle Esports just held it from 0 to 99 so well there towards the end. It was a tough fight there. That last one with the Lucio was really tough to get past.
It was extremely close. I think USM, they just did not quite make the fight to take it back, and they allowed Loyola to get to 99 in time, which just really kind of makes everything tough. And
Yeah.
here they go, same comps coming out again, and so apparently the analysis is through. Overwatch's best champs have been determined map by map.
No more room for speculation.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of the classics like Brig that we've seen in the past. Amir, great healing on him right there. Jumped right into the face of danger and actually comes out at full health. So, huge shout out for these guys. Oh, and I think one may have got knocked off. Juicebox Hero boops the Lucio off. Nice, they're taking out.
Starkey takes out the
Winston here.
tank.
Does Juicebox fall? Oh,
Wonelli with another
takes-
pick off the
oh.
map. Took out the
Wonelli
D.Va.
in the starting lineup now. She used to be a sub and really showing out.
Nelly has been getting some crazy picks this
Yes.
game on Lucio.
A lot of work being put in. USM with the early take in a dominant fashion there. Amir's got his ultimate nearly ready. Spork for the side of Loyola nearly has her ultimate. Or his, I'm not sure. The Moira ult's almost ready. Amir, 95%. Looks like it will be ready in time to crowd this choke again. It is ready. He's falling back. Looks like two members. Reflex does fall off.
Oh no,
A
he
big 5-man
teleported
hack.
back. Reflex
Oh, he
teleported
makes it
back.
Oh, and they
Look at
clear
the
him out.
kills here.
I think they thought they had reflex and pushed a little further than they could chew.
Skyblaze with 3 picks in that fight, by the way.
Huge Moira ult there. Juicebox Hero and Amir. Amir didn't even use his ultimate in that fight.
Yeah.
The two tanks. Wonelli nearly with her ultimate. And this is looking deadly if both the tanks are getting ready for a fight.
Eagle Esports really taking great advantage of the map here. You've seen just how many environment kills they've been able to get. And Reflex saving himself from falling off the map with that clutch teleport. USM just has a lot of map dominance here on this objective.
Yeah, and you can see they're utilizing the high ground to perfection here. Oh, and a big D.Va ult. Oh, and that was
It was too
Juicebox
high.
Heroes. I didn't see that one.
It was on the upper level.
And Reflex picking up one with the Death Blossom. They're making calls here. Lag picks up Wonelli. The ultimate did not come out from Wonelli. Amir picks up one with the Primal Rage. He's kicking him off the point. They're contesting as long as they can. Reflex trying to live. He's trying to get some of the healing off of the Winston. Juicebox Hero supporting him. Almost have taken out. Oh, takes out one. Still fighting. He's getting so much healing from the shotguns. And here he goes. They're still holding. USM 87%. They haven't even let the point get taken. And they're in dominant fashion. They're going to go to overtime. They've got one last fight here. If they can hold this one.
Look at them just
And here they go.
And there goes
and
what a
Sombra comes in with
hack.
A huge hack. 3 men are down. Skyblaze cannot use his ultimate. He is hacked. Nelly, both healers are down. Juicebox Hero about to pick up his ultimate. Will he get in time? He just falls out of mech. They're trying to hold as long as they can, and it looks like Loyola is going to be taking this point.
Those were some big picks from Loyola after the hack. Sombra came in clutch, got a lot of people in that. I think that what USM really needs to do, we see 4 ultimates up on their side. I think if they just go in, stack ultimates, they've got a pretty good chance of taking this point back. They've only, it looks like just Lucio and Reaper have their ultimates left. So we'll see if Loyola can mount the counterattack with that. But I think USM has a pretty good shot of going in here and just layering on ultimates. And you can see, oh my goodness, here
They're
it
synchronizing
comes.
the countdowns here. The Diva ult does not make contact.
Mac comes back.
Both ultimates coming out. And they're still fighting.
Oh, here comes the... Oh, yeah, the
Reflex
Reflex
picks up
ultimate did
Starkey.
come out.
Reflex picks up the other Reaper. Oh, another hack coming out again. There's been 2 hacks from this Sombra in the course of just a few minutes. And all ults have coming out. Oh, and Nelly gets picked up again. And the ultimate stack just did not work
Yeah,
there.
did you see what went wrong really in that fight?
I think the Lucio ult came out a little late, and I'm not sure if it was because Nelly was hacked or not, but the teams were getting melted, and there wasn't much that the team could go. And here we go. They're on 99%. They just need a take, and they just can take it to overtime right here. USM, no ultimates. They've got to make something happen here. They have maybe time to get a few ultimates for their team. I'm not sure if Nelly's going to get hers in time. Amir, the closest one.
Nelly gets hacked again.
And they're really focusing the healers, you can see from Loyola.
Oh, yeah,
Sport takes out
Nelly goes
Nelly.
down.
Reflex.
Skyblaze,
Amir's picked
both
up his
healers
ultimate,
down.
But he is hacked. He's taken out. And Reflex trying. Juicebox Hero.
This is tough for Eagle Esports to come back. 10% left. Looks like they're just respawning.
The hacks from WAC have been absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been a great Sombra game.
It really has. And Nelly going for the touch here. She doesn't have ultimate.
Here comes
Amir
Amir flying
running in.
onto the point.
Oh, and he gets taken out almost instantly. The hacks. And USM running in one by one. It's not enough. He's coming with the Death Blossom, but it's all absorbed by Diva's barrier. He's taken out also. Oh, 6-man hack.
Huge hack from
But
Starkey.
there's no team there with him. Juicebox Hero falls shortly after.
Just trying to get their
believe that's
touches
gonna
in
be
and
it.
keep it.
And Loyola
Wow.
picks up the win there. Heartbreaking win. They did not at any point focus the Sombra, and that is the really unfortunate.
And it's very hard to target her too with
It
the
is hard.
invisibility, the sprint. She's very quick, very slippery. Skyblaze would play the game there. We're gonna go ahead and
no
transition
doubt about
over
it.
to John
The
Kim.
healers for USM really putting in their work. And yes, the play of the game quite interesting here. It was a good plan, but it did not work out. The Sombra wreaking havoc on USM's line. They could not use any abilities. They couldn't time their ults. And it's going to just take more focus to pick up the Sombra. As slippery as she is, you have to devote some resources to her. Understand that Sombra is why you're dying. You can take a lot of damage when not in that position. You just have to wait. And really the best you can hope for is to focus the DPS and hope that another Sombra is not in the next game.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned. It looks like a lot of the comps have been decided for each map, so looks like we'll be seeing some pretty similar comps from both teams here. Just trying to check and make sure if they're switching sides. This is a best of 3 as you saw in the overlay, so there is another chance for USM to stay alive in the tournament. If they lose this, I do believe they're out. I'm pretty sure it's single elimination. I might have to double check that with Sam, but I'm pretty sure if you lose, you're out.
I believe so.
It's weird being here again.
And it was, an unfortunate. I mean, we did see a lot of great flashes. Amir, really
Yes.
putting in some good work. A very, very good tank replacement.
Yeah, the new players have been great. Starkey,
Yes,
especially.
Starkey.
Skyblaze had some huge. We just saw play of the game from
we
Skyblaze
did.
there.
The Moira gameplay was excellent.
Yeah.
I just think there needs to be a little more, and you could hear, you may have heard on the mic.
You probably heard.
They are counting down when they go in, and they're kind of syncing their counts and their ults. It just needs to be a little closer, and a little more situational.
Yeah.
They chose good fights, and they were bringing on the pressure when they didn't have to, which is always good. Fighting at 100%, fighting for the choke rather than the point. and buying time for your fallen teammates to get back by keeping the fight ahead of the objective.
For sure.
But again, we're not focusing the champion that basically takes everything away. With a Sombra hack, for I think 2 seconds, you have nothing. And all it takes is 2 seconds for a Reaper and Sombra machine gun to take you out.
Very true.
It's very fast. Sombra has an extremely quick time to kill, especially when you're hitting the headshots.
Yeah.
And of course, Reaper, those 2 shotguns will melt.
And also heal him on attack. So.
Yes, and then her ultimate hack, I think, is maybe 5 seconds. It's quite a few seconds.
It's a good CC.
And this Sombra was expert at getting in and hitting a 6-man hack. We saw at the very end of the game, USM actually picked up a 6-man.
BRB
had no chance because there was no other team. So here we go. So taking some deep breaths here. USM getting ready to go back in for Kings Row in a hybrid matchup. Looks like they're going to be capturing the point and then moving the payload to a point. If there's a game that USM is known for, their Kings Row gameplay has historically been very good. And you can see in the chat, Juicebox Hero calling, he hecking loves Kings Row. And we've seen a lot of really cool plays here from Juicebox. To see how the new players USM adopt to the historical tactics that have been utilized by USM. So here we go. Let's see what the comps are. We got the Diva Reinhardt again, May, Cassidy, Baptiste, Lucio. And actually something different here for the side of Loyola. We got a Diva Rein, May, Lucio, a Widowmaker, and Baptiste.
Widowmaker.
So gonna go for some snipes, and this is Whack. This is the Sombra who was wreaking havoc on USM.
Seemed to be a pretty solid DPS player all around.
So interesting to see what they decide to do here. And Whack actually on attack here. Whack on attack. So we'll see how
pretty funny.
We'll see how the Widowmaker snipes do. And USM historically usually doesn't hold this first choke on Kings Row. They actually fight around not getting hit by Widowmaker. So I'm interested to see. They usually fight, if you can see on the right end of your screen. And here we go. Amir taking a lot of damage already. They don't want this Widowmaker to snipe one of their squishy healers. Reflex has frozen lag. Amir takes out one with the charge, takes out one of the healers. Oh, Amir is taken out. Lag gets another, or gets frozen again. Reflex with a lot of really good freezes here. They nearly got Reinhardt down. I'm not sure how he survived being frozen twice. Oh, and Baptiste already with the ultimate coming out. Sport picked up his ult surprisingly quick.
Yeah, that was very
Juicebox
fast.
Hero falls out. He's got to take a big hop back. And Loyola already picking up the objective here. USM falling really rapidly. Juicebox trying to do what he can, but he's getting picked off. And then now Loyola's 5 minutes and 40 seconds to prevent
capture
this
there.
payload from making it to the end.
That was their window. They probably have Blizzard.
That was a very quick, swift capture there from
Yes,
Loyola.
that was very, very quick. And I just don't think USM was prioritizing the right target. They froze the Reinhardt twice. Was not able to secure a kill on him. Amir picked up one on the healer, but it looked like he was out of position afterward. So USM going to be trying to fight, preventing them from pushing much further. They've got to make this count here. And they're actually pushing all the way to the objective. They're buying as much time as they can right now. Amir going in, smacks the Cassidy in the head. He's going in. Oh, he gets knocked out again. I'm not sure really what's going on here. And Amir, oh, he shatters. He picks up one. He fire strikes the Rhine. But behind him, disaster as the May picks up 2 headshots.
Oh, what a shot from May there on. Oh, actually, Lucio picked up Baby Diva there. I thought that May hit a disgusting headshot on Baby Diva there, but looks like Loyola's going to be pushing this up.
Yes, and they're
really
already
quickly.
nearly to the checkpoint here. USM just cannot mount a good defense. These May walls are really splitting them apart. They aren't able, and I think Amir actually needs to step back here. He is going in and making things happen, but he often gets caught out. Oh, and Amir falling out again. And they're just really, really good at preventing the healers from making it to the tanks. And the Immortality Field coming out here, Juicebox Hero. And Winelli, I believe, I'm not sure if she used her ultimate or not, gets taken out again. And USM has not picked up a kill in these last 2 fights, or last couple of fights. One jumping off there.
It's been really, really tough. Looking at the damage mitigation from Loyola Marymount has been insane. They've done a really good job staying alive. Of course, which is what you want to do in the fights, which is self-explanatory. But they've just been insane at staying in the fight.
Oh, it almost makes it. Maywall comes forward, but does not pick up, does not catch out any. Reflex has his Blizzard. This may be USM's chance. They just don't want to let the Blizzard get hit by the Diva. Oh, and nice Blizzard coming out. It's making things happen. They just have to kill some of the players, and they pick up one. Lag is still alive, though. They haven't picked up Lag in a 3-man Diva ult. And the Blizzard's so big, but there was nothing they could do. And gets frozen there.
Turn the fucking corner. Yeah, that's.
Wow, that was a brutal fight. That was a brutal fight at the end.
To finish it off there, and things not looking good here.
We have window.
They have window. Reflex gets picked off by May.
Yeah, Loyola's been doing a really good job defending the point.
Trying. USM has no ultimate.
That's a shatter there.
Shattered, but a nice immortality field, but it's not enough. Juicebox here holding with what anything he's got. He's kicked out of mech. Reflex over here too. Switching over to the Tracer.
Oh, went to the Tracer. A comfort pick.
And 3 minutes and 57 seconds, and that was dominant performance from Loyola.
Yeah, they showed up on that round. That was a big display of objective dominance. They just did such a good job of when they got to the point, just clutching. They would not let go of it in any fight, no matter what ultimates, no matter what attack we threw at them. And a really big showing from the Diva on Loyola Marymount. They had some really crucial picks. The triple kill there on the point when the team was trying to respawn. It was a really big game from them. That was a big objective. But USM has the chance now to bring it back.
They do have a chance on attack. They just could not quite mount the defense that I think they wanted. And it's really, odd. They really got caught out a whole bunch, and it doesn't seem like they were able to adapt in time to change it. So we're gonna have to see what Amir does now. Amir has been getting caught out quite a bit. He's hitting good fire strikes and he's getting damage, but when the Maywall comes out and he gets flashbanged by McCree, it's just there's nothing that he can do, and falls very quickly. Reinhardt. A good fighter when the enemy is retreating, of course, and when you can get in there and can't be targeted, but with a flashbang to stun and fan the hammer, almost nothing you can do.
Yeah, that's a big CC chain there into some high damage from Cassidy. So,
and Reflex picked up a lot of good freezes, but again, not the right focus that they needed.
Yeah,
and they just could not get the focus on target. And here they go. Here we go, USM on the attack here, and we're going to see what they plan on doing here. Amir using the barrier to his best ability. Some really good movement options here from Amir. He is walled off though. He's countercharged. He's taken out by the McCree, and they're doing so well at targeting the USM tanks as soon as they're in a tough position. Reflex picked off by Spork. Juicebox Hero having to fall back. They have to wait for the team, and we can see Loyola actually holding this front wall, which isn't how USM traditionally holds. And here they go. Amir trying.
Oh, they're fighting through the wall. Do you see that? They're fighting through the wall.
Scrapping through the wall, just swinging hammers as they can. Sporky picks up Starkey again.
Eagle Esports a little spread out right now.
Here. Oh, gets picked off. Juicebox Hero trying to live, but USM cannot get an attack going.
You could see how split up they got in that fight. Loyola did a really good job of getting in between them, calling out. It looked like it was Reflex and one of the healers away from the rest of the team. They had no chance of surviving when it was 5 Loyola players collapsing on the squishy champion.
USM still has no ultimate. Starkey's the closest one with 90. Oh, he's got it now. Let's see what the plan is. They're going to have to get a lot. Oh, and a big shatter.
Huge
Picks up
shatter.
Starkey and Reflex. The entire DPS core of USM is down, and they've cleaned out the USM team. Again, Juicebox Hero trying to live, but that's not going to be good enough. He's
That was
down.
a tough fight. That was a tough
looks
fight.
like they're just toying with him right now, letting him retreat and then taking him out.
We have Blizzard. That was just their shatter.
Okay, so it looks like the USM's going to try and group up. They're kind of in a single file line here running up the
Yeah,
point.
and they've got to group up. They need to take out this front line. They have to take out.
Yeah, the front line on Loyola has been dominant.
They have to take out this Cassidy and May, if possible. They are being so well guarded by the tanks. This Ryan's barrier has been almost perfection. Immortality Field coming out. A nice reflect. Oh, Diva ult drops right in front. Amir blocks it. Starkey picks up 2 with his ultimate. Starkey picks up 3. It looks like they're finally clearing out the point here.
Oh, the counterattack is starting.
Oh, and lag picking up a lot. They're USM running in 1 by 1, trying to take out this Reinhardt. It looks like they're gonna take the point, but at what
Huge.
cost?
That's huge. Look, putting time on the clock, that's what they needed.
That is true. They've got 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Amir has Shatter, and Loyola already ready for the counterattack here. They're not gonna let USM push very far. They're gonna need a couple of more good fights. And in Loyal's defense, looks like what USM definitely wanted there in this first round. We're gonna have to see what happens.
Oh, the Juicebox Zarya comes out.
Oh, we've seen the Juicebox Zarya before, and gonna do a lot of damage, and I think this will help a lot. Oh, a nice shatter,
what a
huge
shatter!
I don't know if he picked up the right one that he wanted, though. He picks up the Mei, and the Immortality Field comes out. No one affected by the shatter. Juicebox Hero picks up the Rhine. Reflex, Starkey falling back, doing what they can.
Can I get help over here?
Starkey exchanging fire with the Mei Icicles.
That was really tough.
Amir
on
picks
Amir's
up the
ult.
Lucio, a nice pick. And here they go.
Now
USM
that one of
on
the healers
counterattack,
is
a
down,
big
looks
Mei
like they want
wall.
to push.
Here we go. Juicebox Hero charged up. He's got his ultimate. We got Blizzard, the Graviton Surge, and Window here. Let's see what they plan on doing here.
Who do you think they need to be focusing in the fights as they go into this next push?
They need to pick out this Cassidy and Baptiste. He's actually activated his ultimate. They need to be careful here. Doesn't look like it has any effect. Ultimate comes out. No effect.
Oh, they
Amir
take
picks up
out the
one.
Lucio. They take out
USM.
Lucio and Reinhardt.
Amir making some really good fire strikes here. Juicebox Hero picks up the Diva, melting them with his plasma cannon or whatever this thing is.
Wow, those were some really crucial
Nice
picks there.
picks.
Take out almost the entire team on that fight.
USM pushing for this checkpoint here. They need it. They need the extra time so badly. Skyblaze really putting in the work here. He still has Window. He's the sole ultimate for USM. And here we go. The wall
This will be crucial.
comes out. Putting in as much work as he can. That was a little close to falling off. Reflex having to fall back. Amir gets picked off. Reflex somehow still alive, and I think he's picked off also. Juicebox Hero trying to live, does not make it. USM did make it to the objective in time. They've got 3 minutes to push it in.
3 minutes. One push is what they need. Let's see if they can get it.
Skyblaze has his ultimate. Starkey has his ult. They need some tank. Amir almost with his ultimate.
You can see them grouping up. They're getting ready to go in. This could be a game-deciding push.
And this is crucial. They can push it as close as they possibly can. Starkey pulling out his ultimate, forcing them to fall back. They're trying to break his shield in time. No effect. The Window comes out. 2 ultimates, forcing them all the way back to the point. USM getting a lot of movement off of this.
Look at the pressure from Juicebox Hero pushing them all the way back to the boxes.
Oh, and Window comes out. They're going to have to be careful. The damage is amplified. Lag takes out Amir. Diva takes out Reflex. Reflex has his ultimate. Amir, we've got 3 ultimates ready for USM. But they're pushing all the way back. USM having to fall really, really far back. They're far from objective. Amir looking for the chance.
That's
Let's see
a
what the
whole
plan
minute
is.
off the clock for that push there, down to 2:09.
They've got maybe 2 pushes. If it's a minute engagement every single time. Oh, a Graviton Surge. It's
What a
huge.
Graviton!
Into Blizzard. None of them can do anything, but the counter Blizzard has come out. USM still clearing them out, though. It's just 2.
4
2
picks.
members remaining. They pick them off. USM pushing with force. They're going to be really close. Loyola will get one more fight. They've got 1 ultimate here from Starkey, who's spawning, and Wonelli.
Oh, they
Juicebox
chased down the
Hero
healer.
Picks him off. It's a 5-on-6.
Getting rid of one of the healing cores is going to be huge
They're
for
going
USM
in.
to try and keep them
Oh,
out.
Whack picks
The
out
Cassidy
2,
ult gets 2 of them.
and they're picking them off. And looks like they wanted
Amir's
to go in,
fighting his heart
but
out.
they didn't realize the Cassidy ult, and he just picks them all off.
Unfortunate ultimate timing there for Eagle Esports. They got rid of one of the healers, but the Cassidy came in clutch with that ult. That was huge for Loyola on that.
And this is the last fight they've got here. USM's got to make this one count. They've got a lot of power. A lot of ultimates already. Window comes out. They're having to avoid the damage.
Skyblaze falls.
Skyblaze is picked off.
1 healer down.
Wonelli drops the beat here.
Tank down.
freeze. Watch the Diva. Diva bomb picks off Nelly. Wag picks off 2. Wax picks off 3. USM has 50 seconds. They've got 1 fight left, 1 ultimate. Reflex with his ultimate almost ready.
Wack
Juicebox
hitting some great shots, too.
Might have his ultimate up by then. This is going to really, and even if USM wins this fight, they've got to go to overtime. They're not going to have a lot of time.
Getting down to the last 30 seconds here.
Oh, and Amir instantly picked off. Oh, and it's disaster. Juicebox Hero picked off.
Oh, and that's a
it's
team
6-man
kill.
clear.
That is a team kill on the side of Loyola Marymount.
And they've
That
got 15
might be the game
seconds.
decider.
Do they have time? Amir probably will have to use his dash here just to get
They're just
there.
trying to get the touch. They've only got
And the
7
Cassidy ultimate
seconds
comes
left.
out, picks off the healers and DPS, and that's going to be it.
Is that going to be another team kill?
McGrath?
That's brutal.
And that is going to be it.
That
Unfortunate.
was
An incredible hold in the last moment by Loyola there. And just could not quite get it out. The Cassidy ultimate picked off USM twice. There was almost nothing they could do in everything. They thought they had the push. One member of Loyola changed everything, and it is just shocking.
that was the last one
that
that
will
we're
be the
seeing
last
right on the
one.
play of the game.
And Lag pulling out. And Reflex picked up a lot of Blizzard kills. We saw so many good freezes here from Reflex, but they just were not able to be capitalized upon. Almost nothing that they could do.
Get him up there.
And a couple of people walking by the window here, so just waving. Always new students coming by. If you guys are ever interested, you can step inside and see the show in action. One of the cool things about this place is we got this big window where people can kind of see the USM Eagle Esports in action.
Yeah, that's a really good feature.
But unfortunate loss here at the hands of Loyola. So many good flashes of power here. Amir is a very up-and-coming tank who I think has the power to really embrace this role as a star.
For sure.
With Juicebox Hero not being a full-time player, it will be interesting to see what happens. Amir will likely have to take the reins of a traditionally played Juicebox Rhyme.
Yeah, we traditionally saw the tank role being played by Juicebox, so we know he really main support. Nathan not able to play in this tournament due to the blunder that they talked about earlier, but I think Nathan is looking to be one of their main tanks going into Overwatch 2. So that'll be interesting for the roster. We're going to be going down from 6 to 5, so of course there'll be some changes there in the dynamic of the game. But it's just how it goes.
It is how it goes.
It's how it goes.
You know, the ultimates were at the wrong time. You know, they hit for Loyola, they were at the right time.
For Loyola, they were at the right time.
But they were just, you know, unfortunate set of ults and really capitalizing on the plays out of nowhere, seemingly. Setting up good counterattacks. But on the same side, we saw some great shadows from USM. We saw some great individual play, but we just need a little more team play going on. So we just have to, you know, of course it will all be built with team. Remember, Amir, Starkey, and Skyblaze are all brand new.
All new.
And
I think they melded really well
yes.
for what we saw.
And Wonelli coming up from the traditional sub role. So now it's, you know, it's time. It's time for USM to grow and to build this chemistry with this new comp. But I think they're in good hands in terms of,
I think they are.
You know, potential. This team, the sky is the limit with what we've seen in just this tournament. I think in a traditional season format, I think this team is something to be feared.
They're going to be really good. Once they get even more chemistry, I know they've had the chance to get a couple of scrims, some practices in, but once they really get together, and of course, like we mentioned, Nathan wasn't in. They've been playing with Nathan a lot. I think that's going to be, I think it's going to go differently next time.
I'm really excited to see, you know, what the rest of this Overwatch team has to offer. But I think we might have an interview with the coach.
We can set that up.
So we're going to go ahead and set that up for you guys.
I will go and set that up.
We will
Go get them.
We will get back to you in just a few seconds.
Yeah, I thought they were going to engage. It was me trying to think like a diva player, and then I realized I don't. Player.
close should I hold this?
All right, so
We're building grads.
if you see, and
That's insane.
All right. All right, guys. I'm mic'd up. I'm mic'd up here for the interview with
Starkey.
Starkey.
The Starkey.
So, go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers here.
Hi, I'm Andy Starkey. I was the Cass and Sombra player at Scan, one and only, and we just got absolutely rolled.
Well, absolutely rolled, perhaps on to a uneducated player, absolutely rolled.
Yes.
But we saw some really, really good flashes. You had several, maybe 1 or 2 6-man hacks, several 5-mans, and a couple 3-mans here. One of the best Sombra players I've seen. You and the Loyola Sombra were really going hand in hand, dueling it out almost the entire time. There's a lot to look forward to despite the tournament loss. We saw some really great team play coming up here. How does it feel to be, stepping in on this new team along with existing players? How does that kind of blending process work?
It feels great. There's a lot of nerves playing with a team. This is my first time ever being in like a competitive scene before. It's one of a kind. It really nothing like it. So, I think everybody had a lot of nerves here. So, but it was definitely really exciting and lots of fun.
And getting to play with Coach, getting to play with Juicebox Hero, despite usually playing with Nathan, is this something that was kind of unplanned that contributed to maybe some of the misplays?
Oh yeah, I'd say about everything was about on a 24-hour notice.
Yes, for us too.
We weren't planning to play today at all, but it was an honor to play with the Sam, one and only. But yeah, we were definitely all out of sorts, people moving their schedules, seeing what they could do to get here on time, and I think we were just kind of frazzled and definitely nerves got the best of us there.
And moving forward, as you play Sombra now, I believe Sombra in Overwatch 2 is different. Almost completely different. So getting ready, playing hit scan in Overwatch 1 into Overwatch 2, it provides almost, you got to learn 2 things at once. Because you have to be ready when Overwatch 2 starts. You can't just start a warm-up. There's no warm-up season. You're in the middle of the season. And I just want to kind of get your ideas, like your feelings about having to just switch in the middle of the season.
It's a little upsetting that the release schedule has put us in an accelerated season, and then we're going to be playing an entirely different game really soon. Definitely not super excited about that, but I'm a DPS player, so all I have to do is click heads.
True.
I think it's more of a tank and support problem than me.
I agree. And going forward, is there anything you'd like the viewers to know, to keep watch of, or a message about the game that you'd like to say?
I cannot be more excited for Overwatch 2. And especially our team, I see nothing but good things in our future. Eagles stay winning. This is just a little fork in the road, but I think we got nothing but good things in our future.
I think you guys have a lot of potential. These new players, including yourself, have already shown out to be very, very skilled. You guys are blending extremely well with existing players. Wo Nelly coming up from the sub and taking on the starting role. I think you guys are in a really good position for this season as you guys go forward. I just want to tell you best of luck, great games today, and I hope to be interviewing you soon. You got a great voice.
Thank you.
So if you're ever interested in casting, hey, hop on. You've got a perfect voice for it. So shout out to the Overwatch team, and I think that's about it for us, honestly. Do we have Coach or anyone?
Let's get the coach on here.
We may as well get the coach on here. Yeah, let's get the coach. Coach, an unfortunate loss today. But again, this was completely unplanned.
Well, it wasn't unplanned. More of we planned the wrong time.
I see.
Or correction, I planned the wrong time. Like I said, really some trolling moments from myself, even out of game before we got to the But I think first map was close. I don't know
very close.
how the watchers, the viewers felt, but the first map I felt like we did a little bit of trolling to lose that one, and then the second map, new team kind of got mental shattered. It felt like a little bit. just slower decision making that second map. It really felt like it. We kind of recognized the same plays that we would normally do, I would say, on the second map, just didn't do them as fast and got punished for it.
Yeah, and it's just traits of a new team.
Right.
First game of the season, first legitimate competitive outing. And this doesn't affect the standings in any way.
Yeah.
So,
I think.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Still lots to look forward to as you enter the season. And, you will be traditionally a coach, no longer a player. How are you preparing to, kind of swap these roles over?
Going into Overwatch 2?
Well, kind of both, actually. I would like to hear both perspectives from both 1 and 2 as you kind of step back from the playing.
Right. So, basically, I haven't scrimmed at all with the team like this entire time. And I was like, okay, I'll put myself as a player just in case we have a mishap in the sub department, something happens, just to be safe. And it turns out we did in fact need me to play, so it totally was not like a we're slowly rotating me out kind of thing. It was more of a, oh, we need a 6th player, Sam's gonna play. But that's been a lot of, I don't know what you guys remember from last year, but kind of divvying up comms, like what I would comm has been something that's been kind of hard, not really hard, but something that we've had to go through as a team, like who's gonna call the more macro stuff that I would, and then who's gonna call like target focus, like all this stuff is stuff that I would do, and then also just finding that different level of respect out of the game, I guess. Just like, hey guys, like I know I wasn't playing, but like you trolled right here, just being able to do that, or like, hey, I think we could do this better, instead of being in the game where it was a little harder to do that because there was mistakes obviously I made in the game as well.
I noticed during the game you guys are starting to sync your countdowns. This is different from last season.
Yeah.
It's I hear you say 3 and then kind of everyone drops in by 1 to say it. That's pretty cool, honestly. I think that's a really cool way to sync it up. You say it also when you're crowding the choke, when you guys go in before, when you were, on Winston, you were Diva, and you're like 3, 2, 1. You make the nice countdown.
That's something that we've been working on a lot, like new team, normally you would think you would work on like, okay, like what do we want to, like what comps do we want to play as a team? We've really been like communication, like making sure we're all on the same page. And you can kind of see we were kind of on the same page, but kind of on different tempos. So we were kind of reading at different speeds.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I would say most of the issues came today.
Yeah, so, and of course syncing issues will be fixed as the season goes on.
Right.
How did you feel about these new players on their debut game? How do you feel going forward?
They're all right. No, they did pretty good. Obviously, pretty crazy debut given that we thought we were playing only on Tuesdays ever, and it's a Saturday, and I was playing off tank, like the one role I don't play in the game I was playing. It was just a really weird match, but I think it went pretty well. I would say individually, there were some good stuff. It was more of on a team we kind of panicked. I think individually you saw flashes from your Starkey, your Scott
Yes.
Lacey, those guys.
Yeah, we saw definitely some flashes. We saw like almost like solar flares.
Oh, solar flares.
So
Okay.
definitely making
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
definitely making some big moves. But new players, you guys got the juice box all right. So that's pretty good. We take those around here.
I gotta ask, what do you think of my diva?
It was pretty. It was something. Yeah. I now you probably play a better diva than I've ever played in my entire life. But I think like you harassed very well. But some of the bombs just did not quite land there. Right. I'm thinking of the one where the diva landed on like the diving board section of that map.
Okay.
And
I remember that one. I thought they were gonna EMP engage, and I was trying to read the timing, but I don't play diva, so I was like, when do I do this? And then I threw it, and then I was like, yeah, she's just not gonna do it. And then I was like, yeah, I just trolled. But the idea was there. It was just I have an hour and a half on diva total, so I kind of don't know timings. That's why Bruce Goose was my diva one trick, because I'm just terrible at that hero.
It did work out well. For the rounds you guys won, you had several really good fights. So super close. And as the regular season starts, I'm really excited to see you guys going forward.
Oh yeah, I am excited for the regular season to come. Whether that, I think it will be Overwatch 2's by the time a more regular season will come and not like a tournament setting, but Overwatch 2.
Yes, Overwatch 2. Be on the lookout. This is the game that all the players are actually ready for, not Overwatch 1. Everyone's kind of sick of it. So be on the lookout.
Yeah.
There's going to be like, a tenfold spirit increase as soon as they switch over to Overwatch 2. So be on the lookout for Juicebox to have a stuck smile on his face and, red in the eyes. Just, let's go,
So excited.
So,
Oh yeah.
but guys, anyone else? Anyone else wanna step up? All right.
Okay.
So that is going to be it for the Saturday special stream that I didn't know was happening. But
Welcome.
shout out to
Shout out to
schedules. Yeah. Shout out to NACE. Shout out to this Overwatch team. You guys played your hearts out today. Shout out to Juicebox. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to all the players who came out. Shout out to production manager making the stream happen. And I think this is going to be the end for us here. So tune in on Monday. We got Rocket League Mondays. We're trying to get Zach back on the booth. Yes, Valorant Black coming in also. Potential Juicebox. We are unsure of the caster situation, but be on the lookout for Valorant Black. Lots to look forward to. And we will see you guys then. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Pack the rock. And this is USM Janos. We're signing off. See you then.